VSSC supplied all the composite elements like antenna, yokes and substrates for solar panels and pyros. Indigenous 100-ampere lithium-ion battery developed by VSSC and ISAC. All sensors and new technology elements like Mk3 star sensor, macrocast, fiber optic gyros, MEMS-based accelerometer were delivered by LEOS, while IISU provided inertial elements for the spacecraft. ISRO Satellite Center ISAC at Bengaluru was responsible for spacecraft configuration finalization, fabrication of mainframe electronic packages, and also carried out the overall testing and assembly of the spacecraft. Geostationary radiation spectrometer payload was also realized by ISAC. This center also delivered the new technologies like indigenous 70-volt DC-DC converters, indigenous bus.
Well, we are now counting down to the launch of India's most powerful homemade rocket that, in fact, may carry humans to space someday. It is going to be launched a few minutes from now. The 640-ton GSLV Mk3 rocket, which in fact weighs as much as 200 full-grown elephants, will be on its maiden flight from Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh just a few minutes from now. It was a 24-hour long countdown. The rocket is going to carry a satellite and it is in fact expected, some say over 7 years, that it will perhaps even carry astronauts to space. This rocket was developed over 15 years at a cost of 300 crore. The monster rocket, as it has been dubbed by scientists, is as high as a 13-story building and can launch satellites as heavy as 4 tons. Currently, India has to take the help of foreign countries to launch communication satellites beyond 2.3 tons. But today, it is going to carry a 3,000-kilo satellite. Not only will GSLV make India self-reliant, it will also open the way to attracting foreign customers. The rocket is powered by an indigenous cryogenic engine that uses liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen as propellants. ISRO, in fact, has asked the center for more than 12,500 crore for its mission to put humans in space, and ISRO believes that work on this particular project is going to take roughly 7 years. The GSLV Mk3 D1 rocket is in fact about to be lifted off from the second launch pad of the Satish Dhawan Space Centre at Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. This is a 3-stage vehicle with indigenous cryogenic upper stage engine. It is designed to carry heavy communication satellites. The mission is significant as the GSLV Mk3 Plus, that, as we said, weighs equivalent to 5 fully loaded Boeing jumbo jets or 200 elephants, is the heaviest rocket to be launched from Indian soil. So far, ISRO has had to depend on foreign launchers for communication satellites weighing more than 2,300 kilos. But this is the first time that India is doing it all by itself.
ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस को ऑथराइज कर दिया है। अब सारे पैरामीटर्स ऑनबोर्ड कंप्यूटर के जरिए चेकआउट किए जाएंगे। जहां तक काउंटडाउन का सवाल
The countdown is of course expected to begin. As we said, it's actually been a 24-hour countdown, but the liftoff is now just a few minutes away. This mission is expected to augment India's communication resources, as a single GSAT-19 satellite will be equivalent to having a constellation of 6 to 7 of the older variety of communication satellites in space. This is India's rocket of the future, as it is expected to carry Indian astronauts someday. ISRO believes it could happen as early as 7 years from now. The most innovative development on GSAT-19 is that for the first time there will be no transponders on the satellite. ISRO is using a whole new way, beaming data down using multiple frequency beams, and therefore this has been dubbed a high throughput satellite.
और दूसरे चरण के खत्म होते ही रॉकेट के तीसरे क्रायोजेनिक चरण को
As we said, we're now just minutes away from that big launch. We will bring you the latest on that in just a moment. But for now, let's GSLV launch that ISRO is in fact getting ready for. The liftoff is about to happen, as you can see on your screens. There you have it. That is the liftoff of India's largest, heaviest rocket ever. It weighs 106.
Before tracking. 15 seconds.
15 seconds into the flight.
Last 20 seconds. First stage performance normal.
Indicated as
Last
normal.
25 seconds. Last 30 seconds.
Moving majestically.
Last 35 seconds.
Plus 35 seconds is a very critical phase. Like atmospheric.
Last 40 seconds.
40 seconds into the flight.
Last 45 seconds.
7 kilometers.
Last 50 seconds.
50 seconds.
First stage performance normal. Last 55 seconds.
First stage performance is indicated normal. So we will
Last
have
1
in the
minute.
next 50 to 55 seconds the ignition of the L110 liquid engine.
Sharman in main auto.
75 seconds.
In main auto.
Vehicle at 18.7 kilometers.
First stage performance normal.
First stage performance normal as indicated by the range operation director.
Plus 1 minute 30 seconds.
So 90 seconds into the flight. Another 22 seconds will have the ignition of the L110 stage, which again is a very important activity. And if you look at the plots of the time versus altitude and velocity, we see a very close match with the pre-flight and the flight predictions.
L110 ignited.
Yes, L110
Plus
core
2
booster
minutes.
has been ignited at exactly 114.9 seconds. The vehicle is at an altitude around 51.5 kilometers.
Performance normal.
And L40 ignition and performance has been indicated normal. हम इस वक्त रॉकेट के पहले चरण के फेज से गुजर रहे हैं, जैसे कि आपने सुना S200 रॉकेट जो जमीन पर इग्नाइट हो गया था,
S200 separated.
जस्ट नाउ हो गया था.
S200 separated.
Just now we heard the announcement S200 solid stopper has been
Plus 2 minutes,
successfully
30
separated
seconds.
at 141.2 seconds, and vehicle has entered the closed loop guidance in the second phase of flight.
BL2, BL3 in main auto.
So अब
Closed loop
तक
guidance
सॉलिड ईंधन
initiated.
वाले चरणों का परफॉर्मेंस बिल्कुल नॉर्मल था और रॉकेट की ऊंचाई और गति बिल्कुल जैसे विश्लेषण किया गया था उसी तरह से काम करता हुआ. दूसरा चरण L110 स्टेज अभी इग्नाइट हो चुका है और अभी हमने रेंज ऑपरेशन डायरेक्टर से घोषणा सुनी कि यह सही सलामत काम कर रहा है. Right now
Plus
we are
3
at
minutes.
180 seconds and the altitude is around 95 kilometers.
L110 performance normal.
And we again heard the announcement of the normal performance of L110 stage. As per the nominal sequence, at 224 seconds we should have the separation of the heat shield. So we are at 200 seconds, altitude 105 kilometers. And very shortly we'll hear the announcement of separation of the payload fairing.
L110 performance normal.
L110 ton stage performance is normal. As far as the range of the vehicle is concerned, it's almost traveled 200 kilometers from the launch base. It's an altitude around 117 kilometers. And heat shield has
Heat
been
shield
successfully
separated.
separated at 225.7 seconds.